One more time.
Takeoff flaps.
Oh!
And part of your prop is over here.
Hey! That's not how you do it. Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, this is my Warbird Wednesday feature, and it's also a Warbird Wednesday redemption. The last time I flew this on my third or fourth takeoff, I had a prop, I took off wrong and basically tumbled her over here, right directly over there, and should not have committed to that takeoff. And usually as you're landing where you have a problem, I couldn't even get off the ground. This was like the third takeoff, and I broke the prop, broke one of the wing tips, and I think that was actually, that was it. I actually broke the wing tip here. But I got everything fixed, back in the saddle.
Gear is down.
Everything's good to go. So let's take it back. Finally I got the parts from RC Castle, and let's go ahead and take it back up and redeem ourselves with a Warbird Wednesday feature of the X-Fly Spitfire. 1.2 meter. I got a 4000 HRB with a 60C.
Motor is
all the way forward, and this is a 8-minute flight because very efficient plane. But like all Warbirds, you want to get your tail up and drive your plane, and you want a lot of elevator authority because Spitfires, especially if you take off in grass, are very famous for trying to tip over. So you want a lot of elevator. All right.
Timer reset.
All right. Into the wind. Here we go. Warbird Wednesday redemption with the X-Fly Spitfire.
Gear is tucked away.
Got the invasion stripes on there. It's just a touch of up trim, even though she felt like she was favoring tail heavy. Got AS3X on board, AS3X Plus. I'll take it up now. Flip it. It's a good flying Warbird right here. Got lights on the end, nav lights on the end there.
Gear is down. Takeoff, landing flaps.
See if we can't land this thing. There, touch and go.
Flaps up. Landing flaps.
Didn't like it?
Flaps up.
Then go around. You get that bounce like that, don't commit to it.
Landing flaps.
Go ahead and just go around. Hold on. Having a hard time remembering what to do.
Time remaining 6 minutes.
There. I landed with no flaps that time, just so you know. A little bit better. A little rusty on my Warbird landings. All right, we'll do takeoff flaps this time.
Takeoff flaps.
Took off a little too
Flaps
fast.
up. Gear is tucked away.
That's a good looking plane right there.
Gear is down. Landing flaps.
And that's how you do it. Gotta keep up the speed.
Flaps up.
And I know that. But knowing it and doing it's not always the same. Has suspension gear, which is really nice.
Takeoff flaps.
All right. Here, much better takeoff.
Time remain. Flaps up. Gear is tucked away.
Want to take it up now? That's a good flying bird right there.
Takeoff flaps. Landing flaps.
Come by low and slow.
Flaps up.
All right, let's take it down here and see if we can't get a tail slide out of it.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
All right, we'll take it up now. There we go. Do the same thing again up here. Up here. All right.
Gear is down.
His wind has picked up again. Gotta be careful. Get too slow, she'll tip stall. Well, stall, period. All right, let's try that again. Oh, I didn't even use takeoff flaps.
Gear is tucked away. Gear is down. Time remaining 3 minutes. Landing flaps.
Hold on. Don't like my approach.
Flaps up.
And there we go. Actually didn't have flaps in that time, just so you're aware. I think that's good enough though. Camera pressures the neck and back starting to hurt, and so is my hips. So we're getting old. I'm not sure. Nope. Thought maybe I had thrust reverse, but I guess I don't. Couldn't remember if it had it or not. Good looking plane.
Motor is off. Safe to touch.
Still had a minute and a half, but I think that's good enough for a demonstration. Oh, let me get her turned around so I can show you my flying rates. All right, and my AS3X settings. All right, flying rates I just flew in. Ailerons are 85% with 30% expo. Elevators 125 with 50% expo, and rudder is 100 with 40% expo. My flap systems, there is no mix. Flaps up 100%. Takeoff is 35%, and they're split flaps. And landing flaps, negative 50 with no mix either, and also 2-second deployment. Okay, forward programming. I like the way she was flying. Capture my gains. Roll, pitch, and yaw. 10, 13, and 16. Okay. Priorities all at 140 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Nothing with heading, stop lock, all at 35 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Nothing with release rate, gains, or one-time gains. And obviously don't have a nose wheel. All right, let's check our battery. And we'll go over CG. Like I said, we still had 2.5 minutes. So I should have a decent amount of battery left. Very convenient top loader. Pull the latch. Oh wait, you know what? Let's check CG real quick before we do that. CG is 65 millimeters back from the leading edge of the wing, which puts it right there at that wheel well. There's a panel line here. I got a glue mark there, 65. Let's see how she feels. And she's, you know what? Actually, kind of nose heavy. Kind of nose heavy, which is exactly what you want with a Warbird. So that's good. That is good. All right, let me check our battery real quick. Show you my battery placement. I got a 4006S or a 4S HRB as far forward as I can get it, and back up in there's an AR361 Spectrum AS3X Plus enabled receiver. Okay, and check our battery. 4S battery also. I don't think she runs on 3S. I think she's 4S only. I'm not sure though. 62% left, so that's okay though. 39, 39, 39, and 39. 62%. All right, well there you go. That is one. You can fly. Like I said, I had the timer set for 8 minutes. You might even get longer than that with throttle management. And but just a good flying. To me, I mean, E-flite makes a wonderful product. But to me, in comparison, this 1.2 meter Spitfire compared to the E-flite 1.2 millimeter Spitfire that they had a few years ago, well, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, to me, this is a far better quality one, just in my own opinion. If you want to adjust your elevator and rudder servos, you have to take the wing off, just so you're aware of that, because it's right underneath that wing. But there you go, folks. Thank you so much for watching. God bless y'all. Jesus is the Lord. And Camera Precious, thank you for filming. And that is the X-Fly 1.2 meter Spitfire. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.